Today, we're going to dive into something really simple, but honestly so profound. It's all about how to find a little bit more spiritual peace, a bit of renewal, even when life gets crazy busy.
I mean, have you ever just wished you could hit a refresh button on your day? You know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe the morning just didn't go as planned, or by the evening, you're just feeling kind of weighed down. It's this deep, totally human desire for a clean slate.
And look, it's a universal feeling. We all have those moments we wish we could just do over. But here's the thing. This isn't about beating ourselves up or dwelling on mistakes. It's about that natural longing we all have for some peace of mind, for that feeling of lightness in our hearts.
So to really get into this, we're going to look at a super powerful habit from the life of the Prophet Muhammad. It's a daily practice that teaches us so much about humility and how to stay connected to God.
And check this out, this isn't just some random story. This insight comes from one of the most respected and solid sources in Islamic tradition, the collection of Al-Bukhari. So it's like we're getting a direct window into a really personal prophetic practice.
Okay, let's just let this sink in for a second. More than 70 times a day. And remember, this is the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the very person Muslims believe was protected from major sins.
So that just raises this incredible question, right? If it wasn't about constantly fixing huge mistakes, then why? Why would he seek forgiveness so often? This question, you guys, it gets right to the heart of something much, much deeper. What was the real lesson here?
All right, so let's talk about that number, 70. What's that all about? It's not just a random number, and the meaning behind it might actually surprise you.
Notice how the narration says more than 70 times. So right away, we know this isn't about some spiritual checklist. It's not about hitting a daily quota. The number itself is the clue.
And here's the cool part. In classical Arabic, the number 70 was often used to mean a lot or abundance. It's a figure of speech for doing something constantly, all the time. So it's not about literally counting to 70. It's describing a state of being, this constant, gentle turning of your heart back to God.
And that little piece of information changes everything, doesn't it? It means the practice isn't about how many times you say the words. It's all about the state of your heart, that inner feeling you're trying to cultivate.
So look at this comparison. I think most of us assume seeking forgiveness is something you do after you've messed up, right? It's reactive. But the deeper reality here is that it's a proactive state of connection. It's not about erasing past mistakes so much as it is about always turning towards God's mercy. It's a total shift in perspective.
And that right there is the main point. It's less about counting your faults and way more about remembering God's infinite mercy. It flips the script, turning something that could feel heavy into something that's actually light and full of hope. It's a constant, beautiful reminder that this huge source of mercy is always there for us.
Okay, so that's the big idea. But how do we actually, do this? How can we bring this into our own lives in a way that's simple and doesn't feel like a huge chore?
Honestly, it can be super simple. Step 1, just pause. Find a quiet moment anywhere in your day. Step 2, acknowledge and hope. Just recognize that, yeah, we're human, we're not perfect, but do it with hope. Then step 3, simply seek forgiveness. Say something like, I seek God's forgiveness. That's it. And finally, step 4, move forward. Let that weight go and just embrace that fresh start.
So, I want to leave you with this question to think about. What if seeking forgiveness wasn't about admitting failure at all? What if it was really an active connection? A simple, repeated turning of your heart that doesn't just wipe the slate clean, but actively fills your day with humility and hope and peace. Just think, what could that change for you?